My little sister played matchmaker with my horses, and I sent her the vet bill. I breed horses for a living. 10 of them, all well-trained, carefully paired, and part of the business I've built from scratch. It's not a hobby, it's my livelihood. My little sister Becca, though, she's 19, still lives at home with our parents, and has been coddled her whole life. They had her super late, and she's been treated like the family mascot ever since. Too young to know better, even now that she's legally an adult. Last year, my parents practically begged me to hire her. She needed work experience, they said. I didn't want drama, but I caved on one condition. No free rides. You work or you go home. And for the most part, she was okay. Lazy sometimes, sure, dragging her feet when it came to mucking stalls or cleaning water troughs, but she liked being around the horses. I figured that was enough for a start. Then came the stallion. An animal rescue called me about a surrendered horse, a stunning black-coated stallion from a shady backyard breeder situation. They couldn't handle him. I had the space, so I agreed to take him, but I was cautious. I didn't know his genetics, temperament, or health history. I immediately booked a vet exam, ordered DNA testing, and scheduled an appointment to get him gelded, castrated. Until then, he stayed in his own paddock, away from my mares, while I worked on slowly socializing him. Becca was obsessed with him. She called him Midnight, brushed him constantly, and kept saying how majestic he looked. Fine, as long as she stayed behind the gate and didn't interfere. When I started planning my 2025 breeding season, I let her sit in on the meeting so she could learn. My best pair is Dante and Willow. They've had 4 incredible foals together, all thriving in dressage now. Willow had been on a 2-year break and was finally ready again. Becca asked, all wide-eyed, why not breed Willow with Midnight instead? Their babies would be so pretty. I told her absolutely not. Unknown bloodlines, unknown health, potential behavioral issues. There's way more to breeding than looks. She pouted, but dropped it, or so I thought. Fast forward a week. I had to run out for a supply pickup. I told Becca to take a break while I was gone. It was supposed to be an hour. When I got back, the farm was eerily quiet. Then I heard panicked whinnying from the back paddocks. My stomach dropped. I ran out and saw Willow, my calm, gentle mare, trapped in the paddock with the stallion. He was rearing and bucking, slamming into the fence, kicking up dirt. He was terrified, agitated, and completely out of control. Willow was pinned against the corner, trembling. I screamed her name, bolted in, and grabbed her halter while yelling for Becca. She came jogging over, holding a bucket of grain, all smiles, like she hadn't just created a death trap. I yelled, "What the hell were you thinking?" She said, "I thought they'd make pretty babies." I was doing you a favor. A favor. I managed to separate them without anyone getting kicked, though my hands were shaking so bad I could barely hold the lead rope. As soon as Willow was safe, I told Becca to go home. Right now, don't come back. I was yelling, and I didn't care. Then I called the vet immediately. Both horses needed to be checked for stress injuries or possible trauma. The visit cost nearly $800. Thankfully, Willow wasn't in heat yet, so she wasn't pregnant, but it was close. Too close. I had the vet bill mailed directly to Becca at my parents' house. 2 days later, my phone blew up. My mom called, practically crying, asking what the awful bill was. I told her exactly what happened. My dad jumped in, furious, saying I was cruel, that Becca didn't understand what she was doing. Oh, she understood. I had literally explained it to her days before. She just didn't care. They argued she's 19 and broke, that I was punishing her too harshly. I said if she couldn't pay, they could, but someone's covering it, because I'm not eating an $800 bill for her stupidity. My mom said Becca's been crying and that I'm a monster. I said, a monster? She could have killed Willow, or that stallion, or both. Since then, radio silence. Except for the extended family group chat, which is now full of messages like, she's just a kid. It was a mistake. You should forgive her. Becca texted me once. One line. I was just trying to help. Help. She released an untested, aggressive stallion into a paddock with a mare who wasn't in heat. Could have caused serious injuries, and risked destroying years of careful breeding lines. And I'm the bad guy because I want her to take responsibility? Fine, let them call me cruel. But in my world, ignorance isn't an excuse, and pretty babies don't justify risking a horse's life.